Well, you greet and meet me here in Cathedral Square in the heart of Waterford City, and I've been so blessed today because the sun has been beaming down on us here all day. And what a day we've had. Music pouring from every corner of the city here because, of course, Waterford has such a proud tradition and relationship with music and with art and the crafts, and the list could go on and on. But the first person I spoke to when I was thinking about Culture Night, of course, was the director of the Arts Council, Maureen Kennelly, because, of course, the event is hosted by the Arts Council and the local authorities, and we caught up with Maureen Kennelly, and she told us a little bit about her excitement, her enthusiasm, her optimism about the Arts Council and their support for Culture Night.
Culture Night is just this extraordinary statement about the power of art to bring such pleasure and meaning to our lives, and it's a dizzying panorama of the Irish art scene.
In Waterford, the bells at Christchurch Cathedral, which have been ringing out for centuries, are warmed up for this evening.
It's just an amazing, fun way to get a little exercise, but also the component of concentration is pretty great, and so it's like meditation while hearing the musical sounds of the bells at the same time.
Over in the award-winning Medieval Museum, visitors are in for a treat.
Tonight for Culture Night, we're here at Waterford Treasures Museums, where we're going to have a look at hidden history. In other words, some of the stuff we have in store that people wouldn't normally see. So tonight, pop in and you'll see things that, I suppose, tell us a lot about how people lived in the past.
You're listening there to the beautiful sounds of the choir from the Waterford Centre for Music, and they are just part of the groups that will be singing here this evening at the square, bringing music to life. We're also joined this evening by Anna Jordan. Anna is the director of the Culture Night for Waterford. Anna, what does this mean to you? What does Culture Night mean to Waterford?
Culture Night means absolutely everything to me and all the people in Waterford, because it is a celebration of everything that's Waterford. Like, you could be looking at the whole year of what's happening, and it's museums, it's obviously culture, it's our local choirs, it's our marching bands, and that is just the fabric of our city. So it's absolutely everything. It's just beautiful to celebrate it, and I'd say every single Culture Night worker and performer in the country is delighted that the sun has come out today.
And the scale of it, I mean, it's incredible, isn't it, how it's grown from that little event to over nearly 1,700 events now.
Oh, it's everything. Every year it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's more people want to get involved. It's a community event. It's a community night. It means so much for us to have it in our city, and you can put on as much as you want, but Culture Night is always magic.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for that. Of course, it's not just Waterford that's had events today. We're now going to hear and get a flavour of all the activities that happened around the country from our correspondents and our reporters, starting with Teresa Mannion.
In Galway, the cultural landscape is awash with creative and vibrant events taking place across the city and county. At the Drood Theatre Company, artist Dolores Lyne has an exhibition of letters written by her granduncle Liam Lynch when he was on the run during the War of Independence.
They were written in the safe houses and remote places, carried on bicycles by Cumann and dispatch riders, and the artwork themselves fold just like the letters.
Breaking Barriers is a documentary launching in the iCinema. It features young people living with a disability and the challenges they face in a culture of ableism. In Mayo, Culture Night in Claremorris offers a potluck of traditional ethnic foods to reflect a thriving multicultural community.
There were no poker faces at Civic Trust House on Pope's Quay in Cork as the Cork Cello Collective played in glorious sunshine for Culture Night. The audience, enthusiastic pupils from the Educate Together Primary School on nearby Grattan Street.
Well, I hope to get all of the culture that's just seeping out of everyone.
I'd like to experience all the cultures, considering that I'm Irish and Ethiopian, so I have two cultures of my own.
I hope to get an understanding about all the cultures around Cork, because it's our city.
Wise men say.
City Hall singers had a word to the wise in the English market. They were among hundreds of performers at 200 events in 90 venues across the city.
There's a buzz about this year's Culture Night in Dublin, where there's opportunities aplenty to try something new. For example, at Dublin Ink in Temple Bar, budding tattoo artists can quite literally go bananas and try out their skills in a fun and safe way. At the Abbey Theatre, they're lifting the lid on a much anticipated upcoming play with a select audience treated to a dress rehearsal of Lady Gregory's Grania.
It's the first time we run the show with lights and sound and the actors, costumes, everything in place. So it's a really vulnerable moment. Very generously, the team here tonight decided we would be able to let in 50 lucky people.
On land and on water, people are lining up to get a different view of what the city has to offer.
A special organ recital by Dr. Warren Sims takes place at the 800-year-old historic St Flannan's Cathedral in Killaloe as part of Culture Night in Clare. A selection of movie themes as well as water music by Handel are on the programme in the lakeside location. And Tulla Skies is an exhibition of astrophotography on display at the Old Bank building in the East Clare village. And how insects and all things creepy-crawly impact and alter the antiques in the Hunt collection is on display at the Hunt Museum.
Well, as you can see there, what an extraordinary amount of events happening in every corner across the place, and there's just such a variety on. And what we're saying to you today here from Cathedral Square in Waterford, what the singers are going to be echoing is go for it, get your jackets, go outside, go for your Culture Night adventure, and if you can't do that, there's plenty of coverage on television and radio this evening as well. Have your Culture Night adventure, have a great night, and that's it. That's Slán from us here in Waterford this evening.